Let's find out. But let's find out. We'll find out. But let's catch up. We'll find out. But first, let's catch up on all things Maldives. And do I present this like that, don't I? Hello and welcome back to the Liam and Millie podcast. We are coming to you live and direct from the beautiful Maldives.
Are you shouting?
Because I'm high on energy.
Yeah.
I got high energy.
Bring those vibes.
Yeah, I'm bringing the vibes.
Episode.
The backdrop is the superb Maldives.
We want to show off, basically.
We want to show off where we are. And in case that wasn't enough, I brought the fedora out with me. And I'm giving his first rodeo today of the trip.
We've been here nearly like 9 days and you haven't worn it once.
I want to keep it special for the podcast.
Okay.
I want to keep it special for the Liam and Millie podcast.
But can we just say though, like guys, it's literally mangled from being squished in this case and it's like literally doesn't look good.
It's a bit squished, so I've got it on. Hopefully the heat will drop out some of the creases.
Like he's actually skew with.
It's fine. It's fine.
But this episode and Thursday's episode is going to be basically everything. First couples holidays, make or break holidays for couples, and everything we've been up to in the Maldives, basically.
It is. And if you see us wiping ourselves every couple of minutes, it is because it's 1,000,000 degrees in the Maldives.
It's like what, 30?
It's too hot. It's too hot.
I've got a little tissue.
Sure. She got cleavage tissue.
Yeah, but that's because I actually don't sweat many places, but one place I do sweat is
on your top lip.
On my top lip.
Yeah, she has a very sweaty top
got
lip.
solar every time I go on holiday. It's just okay. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go straight into it. So let's talk about our trip.
So start us off. We stayed at Mafushi. Island Mafushi, and that is a local island. They do have tourists on there, but it is more of a local island. It's not a resort like we're on now, but we'll get to where we are now later on. So we flew from Heathrow, stop off in Doha.
Yeah,
went to Doha, stayed there for a few hours.
Which was a really nice airport,
Beautiful,
wasn't it?
best airport I've ever been to is Doha.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Name a better airport?
Dubai.
No, Doha's better.
Doha had a literal orchid. Was it what's it called?
No, it's a jungle thing.
They had a jungle in it.
Jungle. Does Dubai have a jungle? No, it doesn't have a jungle.
Dubai has a massive waterfall.
Doesn't matter. Doha was the best airport I've ever been to. We stayed off here for 3 hours, jumped on another flight then to the Maldives. Well, they both like, one was a 4 hour, one was a 5 hour flight, one was like 6 hours. And then
so it's actually not that far. Like, I think when I think about going to the Maldives, I think, that's going to be like, I don't know why, like 15 hours.
Yes, seems long, but
it's gone almost less than 10.
Yeah, it's not as bad as you think. And then we land in Mali. Is it Mali?
Mali
Airport. That place needs some structure. So it's very busy, a lot going on. It's very small and very busy.
I wouldn't recommend if you plan on a trip to Maldives to stay in Mali.
Well, you can't say that because you've been into the airport. You haven't actually been to Mali.
No.
So don't disrespect Mali when you haven't been there yet.
Few of the girls on the trip, so we had this excursion trip booked. Few of the girls stayed a day early in Mali and they were like really run down, like not what you expect the Maldives to be.
Yeah, and that's what the real Maldives is though, isn't it? It's
real
not these
Maldives.
fancy resorts. So then we hopped on a seaboat. We hopped on a boat. I was going to say seaboat. And then we got to our island then, which is Mafushi. So we went with this company called Can Do. If you want to check them out, they're over on Instagram. And they prioritize giving you the best excursions, but also looking after the environment as well, where they can. And yeah, wonderful company, wonderful people. And we saw some amazing, amazing animals, didn't we? Swam with whale sharks, swam with manta rays, turtles,
stingrays,
fish,
nurse sharks,
and
bull sharks. Didn't swim with them.
We swam with reef sharks.
Yeah,
well, we didn't swim with them; they were near us. But we swam with the nurse sharks, big 8-foot sharks. That was incredible for me and Millie because I absolutely love sharks.
This is Liam's dream, right, guys? Like he's always said, let's go. Like, I really want to swim with sharks. I know you idea was thinking great white sharks like in a cage, but like this was the next best option that I could find.
Yeah, but I could still swim with the sharks, you know. Whereas a great white, I probably wouldn't swim with a great white because, you know, I'd be scared. So these sharks,
Yeah.
we were shit to.
I don't think anyone can swim with a great white shark unless you're a certified scuba diver.
Yes, yeah, I know. But when we first got in the water, we were a bit like, the deep blue sea.
Guys, actually deep it. Like, we're saying this casually. Oh my God, we swam with sharks. But like, we were in the deep blue ocean, the middle of the ocean, with just a little boat next to us full of sharks. Like, I was so nervous. And Liam, I think you just was really excited to do it, wasn't you?
Well, I knew they wouldn't kill us or attack us. So, what I was wary of is there is bull sharks and hammerheads and tiger
around
sharks
somewhere, yeah,
in the Maldives as well. So they could have while I was swimming with these nurse sharks who ain't gonna kill us, I was always keeping my wits about me, checking around that, there was no big daddy coming to bite me on the bum.
Because we would be like in the group. So what Can do really nice is they won't scare the fish by having too many people in the water at the same time. In the Maldives is quite a touristy thing to do, and they sell it very well, is go and swim with these sharks. It's very popular here. But Can don't like it when there's a load of people in the water at once. Like when we swam with the whale sharks, we actually found a whale shark, but there was 3 boats there and people have jumped in, and they just we think it's cruel to the animal to be overloaded with people. So we left and we were like, right, we might not actually see a whale shark again. So we're now alone with these sharks, and we're all kind of in a group staring at them, keeping our distance. And you just think, you look back to you and all you see is just endless amount of ocean. You think a bull shark could come at any moment.
Yeah.
And it is scary.
Yeah.
So Liam jumped in straight away. He was like, can't wait. And I said, I'm a bit nervous. And Liam was like, come in with me. And I was like, I literally don't trust you. You've never swam with sharks before. Sure,
don't trust me.
I don't.
You or something?
So Carla, the professional who does it every day, she said, jump in with me. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to stay with her because she does this every day. And I think she'll know what to do if something bad happens. We'd have a row in the sea. That's what we do.
Well, you know what y'all give in? Y'all give in shark attack. Y'all give in, I'll get the one.
Well, yeah, because I was nervous.
Quite glad I didn't go with you.
So we swam with the nurse sharks twice because Carla said the first time you do it, people are a bit nervous. You can't really take it in because you're constantly thinking, oh my God, I'm swimming with sharks, right? You don't appreciate it. So we do it for the second time. So then you feel more confident and you're like, oh, it's not scary. Let's actually enjoy it this time. However, the second time round, we went to a different shark point. So they actually know the sea really well in the Maldives. They know where these sharks hang around, don't they? So we went to a different spot and they're like, you're going to have so much fun this time. I jumped in. Oh my God, this nurse shark, you're just swimming off. Literally,
I was the one. My confidence was grown. I was swimming off. I was in between the sharks.
He was just.
I was like Shark Boy.
Left me.
Yeah, because
you just literally off in the middle of the sea, left me, and I'm on my own now with sharks.
No, yeah, but I was with the sharks as well.
Yeah, but you were confident, and I'm just now thinking, oh my God. But the reason why I was so scared the second time round, because I actually think that they were doubled in size.
They were bigger, and they were a lot more friendly. And friendly can scare humans a bit more because the sharks come closer to you. They're not timid. They come right next to you.
One shark just was it's like it looked at me and it just swam directly to me, and I'm thinking, oh my God, the shark before this didn't do it this time, and I'm like, is he coming over to eat me, or is he just whatever? And the shark just comes close, has a little sniff, and just swims by you. But it swam right.
He had a sniff and he went the other way. That's what happened with that shark. Yeah, is that nice? No.
Smells like shit, mate.
She smells like that gone off fish. I saw him away from the other day.
Fish.
Yeah. Dead clam.
Probably. No. It swam directly underneath me. He wanted to smell more.
Yeah, man.
What was your favourite part?
Seeing that whale shark that close to us was unbelievable.
Guys, bearing in mind, a whale shark
is the biggest fish on the planet.
The biggest fish.
In the ocean. in the
obviously in the ocean.
Yeah, no, but it's on the
fucking
planet.
fish.
Obviously, don't get big fish on land, do we? So it's in the ocean.
But obviously, yeah. So
Yeah. So that was incredible. But we saw these manta rays, which were very playful. around us,
mental.
which was incredible as well.
They are humongous, and they've got like this weird old mouth.
I mean, it looked like they was going to swallow me.
Genuinely, like they were so friendly.
Yeah, no, but I thought it was going to swallow me. I thought, how am I going to explain this to insurance? How am I going to explain this? Because,
How am I going to explain that to your mum?
yeah, I know.
By the way, Donna, Liam's been swallowed by a manta ray.
Yeah.
Are you going to ask me what my favourite moment is? Or
Yeah, I was going to go on to that. What was your favourite moment, my darling?
I reckon the whale shark, just because of the size of it and how peaceful it was next to it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, how am I actually little me? Like, literally, like, in the picture, I'm that big and that's like that big.
Yeah.
I'm just swimming along. And what was really cute was, because we were in a small group sort of swimming around it, the whale shark was actually like moving his head like this, like looking at people, and I could just see his eyes move. It's like he's like checking everyone out. But honestly, the whale shark swims so slow, and he's just peacefully going along, like nothing else in the ocean around him.
Right, I just feel like, guys, it's so weird seeing like because we just see in humans all the time, where you see like an animal, like, zoos. When you go to a zoo, I don't think zoos are,
Cruel.
Yeah, I know, but that's the only time we ever see animals, really. Or we might see a fish, but seeing something like that, it's a real thing. Like, you see it on TV and stuff, but it doesn't feel real seeing it on TV. Seeing that massive, huge animal next to you, like seeing his eyes, like he got a brain inside there, he got his own sort of life, and we're just next to him swimming. It was like, yeah, but it was brilliant. But what was your worst moment?
What was my worst moment? My worst moment, I think, in this moment, I thought I'm gonna die now, was we went to a snorkeling point and they said, here guys, there's a lot of stingrays. So that was my worst part. I jumped in, Liam was already in the water and I was trying to find him, and all of a sudden I'm now swimming in probably the most infested stingray section of this sea. I'm on top, just bobbing, like walking, swimming along, and this 2 massive stingrays come right at me at both sides. One swam over me and one swam underneath me. I now just froze down. I thought, I had my arms by my side. I thought, I can't flip, because if I flip, then they might think I'm threatening them, and then it will sting me.
Yeah.
But then I was just sandwiched in between them and I couldn't move.
She was engulfed by a few stingrays.
And you're just looking at me like this, underwater, filming with his GoPro. I managed to like get out of it slowly, and I come up to you then and I was like, oh my God. It sounds like it was good, but I was freaking out. What was your worst part then?
Worst part? I don't know one in particular. Like, probably needing a poo and can't go for a poo.
What the
You're out all day on the boat and I get seasick, so I'd be having seasick tablets. I'd have these wristbands and stuff on me to try and lower the amount of seasick. And then they have a toilet on board, but it's like so small. Well, actually going for a pee every time when I needed a pee on the boat, I didn't fit in it, so I had to crouch down and like bend over and pee. And then you'd like just rock in. Everyone
would say, oh, like just pee in the water. But me and Liam kept getting stage fright, didn't we? Like,
no, I was getting stage fright. I could pee, but I feel like the pressure would stop me from peeing, the pressure of the water. But I was still peeing. And you would get nervous to peeing because you thought the sharks would take us bait. And they come and
I thought it'd smell my pee and then swim towards me.
But like, if you needed a poo, you couldn't really have a poo on the boat because there's no tissue. There was like...
Yeah.
They had like a hose thing you can wash your ass with.
Did we have any arguments?
I think, to be honest with you, I've been surprised that the arguments have been to a limit.
Which is weird for us because normally we have one blazing row on holiday.
I think we had one. Did have one row.
When? What?
When we were in the room, we were arguing. We were arguing, and then like I go in the shower, and I come out. I bent I kneel to the towel rack to grab a towel, and I bashed my head on like the metal of the shower, and I was like, it really hurt, and I heard Millie like laugh under her breath, and yeah, I wanted her to laugh as well, but yeah, we too annoyed each other. But yeah, we haven't really had any arguments. I feel like we've gone on really well. I think you've had a bit of like thing in you, to be honest.
What's thinging me, mate?
I don't know, you've been very like
In a good mood.
In a good mood, but also like very.
What are you? Don't say what you're about to say.
I think the sun is making me feel a certain way. She hasn't kept her hands off me, basically, guys. Like she's like
Shut up!
You've been like.
You are literally. That's you, by the way.
I think the swimming in the sea and the sun has made you feel extra horny. To be honest.
No.
You've had a lot of energy.
You're projecting onto me here.
It's surprising you've had a lot of energy because usually she's a bit lazy in that department. But she's been like,
babe, stop. Too much. TMI. No, I said it's you because I said to you, what is it that turns you on? And you were like, well, obviously like seeing you like half naked or naked. And when you're on holiday, I'm in a bikini all day. I'm basically in my underwear, which in itself is so weird when you think about it. Like you've just got like long shorts on. I'm like in like a thong bikini. I could choose to cover up a bit more, but I don't.
You don't.
Well, I've been going to the gym and like, want to show off what I've done.
She's tanned and she's looking good.
So it's you. You're like a pest. You're literally like a little obsessive, little creepy, pesty weirdo. Like I just can't.
Well, look at you, looking great. You're looking tanned.
Oh, and Liam's got a thing. We know what Liam's things are, guys. We know he likes feet. This is a funny story. He likes feet. He likes tights. But also another thing he really likes is tan lines. So you.
Something about tan lines is like, I don't know. You know when, yeah.
I think we all know what tan lines mean, babe.
Yeah.
But then I must have got out of the shower and he was like, oh, let me like take a photo of your tan lines or something.
What the babe?
And my feet were in it and he zoomed into my feet and he went,
shut up.
Oh, wow, look at those ripples in your feet.
Shut up. That's TMI. What would you rate this holiday out of 10?
12.
12? I would say yes. Up there, it's been
amazing, isn't it?
10. 10 for me. 10 across the board.
But not all holidays are like that.
No, we've had ones where, they've been a bit make or break because.
Yeah.
But this isn't one of them. This has been tremendous.
This has been a make holiday.
It's been a make holiday.
Sometimes holidays can make you realise actually you've really pissed me off and I don't like that about you.
Yeah.
Or it makes you fall in love a little bit deeper and you're like, wow.
And I think some couples, early stage couples, who go on their first holiday.
Yeah.
I think they sometimes break up afterwards because you spend every minute together doing different things. You learn new things about them and they eventually break up or they get stronger.
Exactly.
So we've got a few make or break holiday
scenarios,
activities. Waking up at 7 a.m. to start a day of sightseeing. I think it depends. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes maybe really bad.
I think it depends what the hell I'm sightseeing. So like we were getting up at 6:30 in the morning to then sightsee basically the ocean.
Yeah.
And that was unreal. But
but we could have it off on some days as well.
We could have it off. We were.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to like get up at 7 a.m. and like tour around the city in the boiling hot.
Top bus. I think depends on the hot holiday and depends on the activity.
I'd get agitated, especially if I was hot.
Yeah.
For 1, 2, hungry, or 3, thirsty.
Yeah, like for me, if you like get up and like it's a tour around a cathedral or something like.
Boring.
Yeah, probably not a vibe. So it depends.
Depends where.
Next one, laying on the beach all day. This is gonna be Millie's. Laying on the beach all day, every day, no activities.
Make tick 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 tick.
That's probably a break for me. I couldn't do that every day. Bored. Like.
That's literally just showed that we just aren't compatible then.
I hate laying in the sun all day. Boring. You can just sit there reading. I don't like it.
I have
to be doing something.
it. Oh my God, yesterday was our first day where, because we've been on the boat all day for 7 days, yesterday was our first day where we've come to this new resort and I got to read my book, lay in the sun, sunbathe. I just kept oiling up. And then I'd have a little nap every now and then.
Yeah.
I had 2 naps yesterday. It was insane.
Insane.
But then you say that, oh, it's break, but like you...
Yeah, but not every day though.
Not every day.
That's why if I had that every day, I'd be bored. So for me, break.
Make for me. Tick, tick, tick.
Okay. Refusing to wear sun cream. Break.
Break. That's so childish.
Guys, look after your skin. You got to wear it. You only get one skin. But I know you don't use shed skin. And you only get one body, look after it. Going on guided historical tours every day.
Break.
Yeah, we agree on that one. Eating chicken nuggets and chips instead of local food.
Make.
Break. For me, I love to have the local delicacy, local
Yeah, but I might not
cuisine.
like that.
Like, we're eating tuna every day. I'm make for that.
Depends where, though. Because if it was
Big sneeze next door.
Italy, local food, make. Yeah.
Wearing Crocs to the beach.
Break.
Probably, I don't own Crocs, never have. But I've seen a couple of pairs recently. They do look quite
No,
cool.
no,
But
I
I'm
don't
going to go
know.
break for now. But I may change my mind in the future.
I think if, say, we were like a newly couple, does that make sense? A newly couple.
Yeah.
If we were a new couple and it was our first holiday and you came out in Crocs, like being dead serious, thinking it was cool, I think I'd be like, I think I've got the ick now.
Okay. So, break.
Break.
Clapping when the plane lands. Look, for me, I love a little clap at the end. I'm all about make. I'm make for that. I do it. Millie cringes, but
Break.
I clapped. But I clapped on the flight just gone. Didn't I? What did I clapped on the boat when we pulled in. I said, "Everybody, thank the captain. Clappy, clap, clap."
Break for me.
Make for me. Wearing speedos. Break.
Break.
Break. Yeah. Having an hour by hour itinerary.
Break.
Break. Like
Let me chill out, man.
I can't plan anything. Like, I want to plan the night before or just make it up as I go along. You hate that, but yeah. Making you take 200 pics of the holiday outfit.
Make.
Gotta get it right. Gotta get the pic.
Yeah.
Gotta take 200 photos to choose one of them.
At least we agree on something.
Yeah. Insisting on going to a nudist beach.
Make.
I'm break for that.
Hey, that's a laugh. Like, you can go to a nudist beach and not be nude. But also, I would quite like to, go with my boobs out. I wouldn't have my mini out, I don't think.
If there's going to be other women there with their boobs out, I'm make. I'm happy for that.
That's my gay.
Well.
And I want to go there for all men's cocky cockers.
Yeah, enough for me. Break. Snoring every night of the holiday. Make. Definitely.
Make your holiday, though, would it?
Well, it was because I've been in a peaceful sleep.
No,
That
I'm
is.
not talking about you, me. Imagine I was snoring every night of the holiday.
Oh, break.
So you're allowed to snore, but I'm not.
Cover your face with a pillow. Just,
That's murder.
yeah. Getting a tattoo of the holiday, i.e. Maldives 2025.
Make. I think that shows for a good time. Like, if you've got a tattoo, it means you've had of the holiday. It means you've had the best time ever, and you literally want it printed on your body.
I got a tattoo.
That's jokes.
I got a tattoo when I went Magaluf in 2016.
Exactly.
I got a tattoo on my bum. So yeah, let's go for it.
Would you get Maldives 2025 though?
Yeah. Or I got a whale shark or something. Yeah.
Should we get a whale shark?
A whale shark with a pair of titties. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
What do you mean? That's
like
so
naked,
tacky.
like a naked whale shark. Right,
Why are you sexualizing a whale shark?
Moving on. Trying to speak to the locals in their language badly. I'll try that.
Exactly. So cringe. Break. Like Liam, won't speak in his Welsh accent. He puts on their accent but speaks English. It's like, well, you think they're going to understand you more if you speak.
Yeah,
sound like them.
Yeah, that is perfect. That's perfect. Yeah,
That is perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Would you like some help? Would you like some? I don't know why
You literally do that. That is so cringe. Whereas I'm like, you all right? Yeah.
But no,
thank you.
Yeah, but what I do, I touch my chest. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's very kind, sir. Thank you, sir. Touch my chest. I don't know why. Or, sometimes I go like this.
Don't make it up. No, you don't. That's a flat out lie, mate.
No, I do that sometimes. I do that. Okay, last one. Walking everywhere to enjoy the vibes, even though it takes ages.
Yeah, I like walking on holiday.
I like walking, but maybe not everywhere. If I can get a little tuk-tuk or get a little buggy somewhere or taxi, I will do that. But I walk a lot of places, but not everywhere.
No.
And you don't either. That's such a big lie. You don't walk, mate. You will catch the lift on the first floor.
I literally would.
You would.
Break.
Lazy bastard.
Break.
I'm break. Like in the middle.
I'm a break.
I'm a break. Yeah, I'm in the middle for that one. Okay, that is the last of our holiday make or break scenarios. And that brings us to the end of our Tuesday episode.
On Thursday's episode, we will be talking about all of your guys' best and worst couples holidays. What the hell went down? We want to know, and we're going to be speaking about it on Thursday's ep. So make sure you tune in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel, and also follow us at Liam and Millie Podcast on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes, and we will see you Thursday.
See you Thursday.
Liam and Millie is a Sony Music Entertainment production.